Hello and welcome to another weekly reading with Maiden Circle. I am Morgana Brid, High Priestess of Maiden Circle Coven. Today I will be doing a reading for the week of April 23rd to April 29th. Thank you so much for joining me this week. If you like this video, click the button below and subscribe. And if you want to learn more about Maiden Circle, just check out our blog link in the description. So as usual, I will be pulling a card for every day of the week, reading the card intuitively, and then following up with what the accompanying book says about it. So let's get started. I'll be reading a card for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. The card for Monday is the Two of Cups. This card could represent a relationship. It can also represent you as having two minds about a certain subject. And if it represents you, these two sides are similar but not the same, and you're not 100% sure about which choice to make. If it represents others, it might represent two people that you're having to choose between. But either way, you're not really sure which choice to make. Both seem like they're good for you, and both might actually be good for you. So you're torn between them. Take the time to really consider these choices. And you may not decide today, but evaluate them, weigh them against one another, and see what comes of it. Let's see what the book says about the Two of Cups. You are faced with the opportunity to partner with someone, whether it is a romantic union or a business venture. Whichever it is, the potential for creating something very special is there. Honor the gift of the moment and enjoy it. Be aware of unrealized potential. If all the elements of a strong partnership are in place but no forward movement is made, the moment may be lost. Enjoy the magic of the moment, but do not let it enslave you. The card for Tuesday is the Five of Swords. So you've had to come through something that wasn't easy. Whether it was yesterday's choice or something you had to deal with in the week before. You're still feeling the scars from that, but you know that you're okay. On Tuesday, check in with yourself and make sure that you're really as okay as you think you are. Make sure that you're coping with the turmoil that you've had to come through. You feel stronger now because you've experienced this. And now you're wanting to move forward. You're wanting to break through what was holding you back. But you're aware that this wasn't an easy battle. This wasn't an easy win. Whatever it is that you're feeling accomplished in and successful in, whatever it is you had to work your way through, it's left its mark on you. Let's see what the book says about the Five of Swords. War, or any sort of devastating battle, has its costs. Whether such means of control are always worth the effort is unclear. It is a lesson we have not quite sorted out. You are at the end of the battle. Are you the winner or the loser? In either case, what was lost and what was won? Was it worth it? What if you learned from the experience? Be aware of seeing battle as the only or the easiest way to solve disputes. The costs are high on both sides. Perhaps a more conciliatory approach would serve everyone better in the long run. The card for Wednesday is the Knight of Pentacles. You're feeling like a winner, like a success, but you're also afraid. Just as you came through a battle yesterday and you weren't sure whether or not you won or lost, even with all of these signs that you're winning, you're still unsure. You're still worried that it might be taken away, or that it might overwhelm you. It might be too much for you. Look inside yourself and see where your resistance to abundance is coming from. Look at where your fear is coming from. And then try to look at what you actually have, what's surrounding you, and realize that you're in a better place than you think. You might be feeling suspicious, like someone is out to take your fortune or take your success. Be aware of the people surrounding you, but don't accuse them of something they've given you no reason to think they're doing. Don't let your own insecurities affect your relationships in a negative way. Let's see what the book says about the Knight of Pentacles. You have fought some battles and enjoyed some adventures. Now you'd like to rest and regroup. Maybe spend some time enjoying quieter, more domestic scenes. Take some time off and make yourself feel safe, if necessary. You may need to adopt a protective or defensive stance. Be aware of resting on your laurels or stagnating. If you had a traumatic experience, do not let it paralyze you or become an excuse for not moving forward. The card for Thursday is the Wheel of Fortune. Thursday can go any way. It's a day for you to really think about your own mindset. If mentally you're balanced, if emotionally you're strong and balanced, if you're in a place where you cannot be shaken, then whatever happens, good or bad, you can work through it. And you have to remind yourself that on Thursday, because there will be ups and downs. You could see success, but you could also see failures that you did not expect. On Thursday, try to expect the unexpected. Try to be aware of what's going on around you and the changes that are happening. There will be changes. There may be surprises for you. And it is your job to try to maintain inner balance, to try to maintain your inner strength and work through these things and enjoy the good things that may happen. Because it's a day when anything could happen. It could be a problem or it could be something amazing. Work on your own insecurities and you'll be able to face whatever comes. Let's see what the book says about the Wheel of Fortune. If we are centered and secure, then no matter how the wheel turns, we are not at its mercy. We can view something however we like, as a blessing or a curse, a tragedy or an opportunity. The message of the Wheel of Fortune is twofold. First, know that life has ups and downs, and many times things happen that affect you but are not, strictly speaking, personal. For example, the company you work for is bought by another and restructured. Your job is eliminated. This was not done to hurt you personally, although it does affect you deeply. Second, events in life are often good or bad simply because you choose to view them as such. Keep your center and your focus, and don't be rattled by events you cannot control. Be aware of using the cycles of the wheel to neglect personal responsibility. Keep in mind the things that are within your control, and do not blame circumstances for mistakes that are truly your own. The card for Friday is Death. Friday, it's time for you to release old ideas. If what surprised you yesterday surprised you because you have outdated beliefs, because you expected your life to be something that it is not, then look at that. Look at the reason for that. Look at your own habits and your own choices and the things inside of you that are not to your highest good, that don't speak to who you really think you are. Take some time to look at yourself. Look at everything that makes you you, and be honest with yourself about it. Don't judge it, but be truthful. Find the things that aren't serving you, that aren't serving the world, and let them go. Don't hold on to past grudges. Don't hold on to past fears. Find these doubts, these beliefs that you have that are holding you back, and get rid of them. It won't be easy. It may be terrifying, but it's time to do so. Let's see what the book says about death. The white flower symbolizes a purity of desire, and the white horse a purity of will. Anyone wanting to continue on their spiritual journey needs these. They indicate the death of the ego, and with it long-held beliefs that are no longer useful. This must happen to make way for new energy and life. The message of death is that spiritual growth brings pain. It isn't easy to let go of certain behaviors or beliefs, to admit errors in thought and practice. Without negating the magnitude of ego death, the emblems of what is to come, greater spiritual strength, remind us that the endeavor is not without its reward. Be aware of the fear of change, of letting go of outmoded ideas. Fear of change leads to stagnation, which might be longer lasting and more painful than a clean death. The card for Saturday is the Nine of Wands. So you may have had to fight your way into change, to fight yourself even, to change your thoughts and ideals. And now you're at a point where you're tired of that fight. It's behind you and you're ready to move on. You're ready to start to heal and grow and replenish. But you might be feeling a bit run down, a bit weakened because of this ordeal you had to go through. You want to go home and rest after your long battle. So Saturday, take care of yourself. Take care of your physical needs. Take care of your energetic imbalances. Check in and do what you can to find strength. Do whatever you need to do to find a healthy strength. Let's see what the book says about the Nine of Wands. You are caught by a failure unawares. Things did not turn out as you planned and you aren't sure why. Take time to reflect, to determine what happened and why. Learn from this situation and resume the battle. Be aware of despair. While the situation is difficult and perhaps confusing, do not give up. Withdraw to heal and learn, not to escape life. The card for Sunday is the Page of Pentacles. You're seeing a new beginning. You may be starting a new job or a new creative endeavor or starting your own business. Be careful not to get too far ahead of yourself. You may have had some upsets in this past week. And in response, you may want to forge ahead and force an outcome. But be careful not to get so ahead of yourself, not to rid yourself of your resources before there's any return. Yes, it's important to be confident and to expect something good to come to your life. It's important to believe that you deserve something good and that you deserve all you're working for, because you do. But it's also important to be practical, to make sure that you're healthy and to make sure that you're not endangering your lifestyle, endangering yourself, your family. Make sure that if you spend anything on Sunday, you're spending wisely. If you make any choices or decisions to change something in your life, really think it through beforehand. Really consider your path. Consider what's worth fighting for. This week might be hard for you. At the beginning of the week, you'll have made a choice. Whatever you did has led you to having a bit of an upset for this week. And you're not 100% sure of where it's going to go. But ultimately, by Sunday, you might find you're on the right path. There is success for you. It's not easy, but you can be successful. You can create the life of your dreams. Just be sure to reevaluate your experiences to get yourself through these battles, whether they're emotional, whether they're with someone else internally, whether they're with the environment. Be whole in yourself. Find your stability and be truthful with yourself, because you can work through this, and it will, by the end of the week, turn out better than you might have expected. Let's see what the book says about the Page of Pentacles. You have been practicing something and are already quite good at it. Your studies are beginning to manifest into actual completed projects. You are ready to present your work to the outside world. Perhaps it's time to consider something more complicated and challenging. Be aware of becoming careless. Although you do have skill, you lack the experience that allows one to perform almost mindlessly. Also, be careful of stagnation. Once you master this level, continue to challenge yourself and don't become lazy. The Page of Pentacles can indicate a message, usually pertaining to a project you've completed, finances, or resources. And there you have your tarot reading for the week of April 23rd to April 29th. I do hope you enjoyed this video. If it resonated with you, please let me know in the comments. And if you like these videos and would like for me to continue making them, please click the button below and subscribe so that you can catch me here every Monday. Thank you again, and remember always that I love you. Bye.